y'all for your patience, technical difficulties. Sometimes people start banging the door and okay. Anyway, Liz, you're amazing. How you doing?
Good, good, good. I just got done swimming, so I'm gonna do some karaoke this evening. So I'm ready to go.
That's beautiful. You're a real one. Okay, so I want some fans may not know you from you were on the very first episode of our season Souls Pop the Balloon. If you
Oh
remember,
wow, I did
yeah,
not
you
know
were on
that.
the first. Yeah, yeah. So we had episodes before that with wonderful people throwing red flags, but you were one of the women. You went viral, Liz. You went viral. But I want to make sure that some people get caught up on how amazing you are. So share with us this: your name, your age, and what you do.
My name's Elizabeth Bauer. I live in Pacoima, California. I'm 50 something,
50 something. That's beautiful.
and I actually have a part time job where I open and close the laundry room and the pool at where I live at.
That's fantastic. Oh, okay. So you're just chilling and doing a little working and swimming and looking good. We
That's what I
appreciate
do
that.
during the summer. That's what I do.
I love that. Okay. Share with us this. What makes you a real one?
Well, I've been myself for 50 some odd years, so I can't be anybody else.
That's right. You are you, and we appreciate who you are. Now, what are you looking for in a real one, Liz?
I'm looking for someone who wants to, be consistent in seeing me, having really good communication, and just hoping that we can have fun together.
That's beautiful. Okay. As you know, in relationships, you were in studio. You remember the hearts. Okay. And sometimes hearts get broken over things that you may not like. What are some things that you would break a heart over?
Chicken wings?
Some of you know. Some of you know. Some of you know who she is referring to. That was a very, very viral moment in a real one history. Some of you know what Liz is talking about. Anything else besides the bones or the wings or
And mainly, the distance between us. It has to be pretty close because, I want to go to your house and you want to come to my house, but I'm not going to drive, 30 miles. Not on the 405 or the 5 or the
right?
101. Forget it.
Okay.
You know, because traffic is could be a pain.
But what about okay? I mean, your preference is your preference, but if this person really checking off all your boxes and you kind of coordinate a time where there's less traffic, maybe could it be?
Yes, if it was, yeah, you know what? I'm open to suggestions. And if he says, "Hey, this is not a good time," what's a good time to come over on the 405?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
mean, I'm flexible. I have no issue, reaching out and saying, "Hey, if this is not a good time, we'll make it another time later on or earlier."
That's beautiful. Okay, okay. And tell us this: you kind of mentioned pooling and karaoke, but what do you like to do for fun?
I like to take walks, and I like to stay at my house. It's kind of safer right now because of all what's going on outside. And I had there's a rec center by my house that I go to and meet other people, and they have activities there. So
That's
it's a
beautiful.
fun deal.
Just living your best life, girl. Living your best life as you should. You're a real one. And I'm so excited because, like I said, let me go over a few ground rules here. What's going to happen, Liz, is we have a bachelor that wants to meet you, the bachelorette. Okay. He knows you're a real one. He's a real one. And it could be, as we work through and get to know. Now, here's the deal, though. Just like in studio, as you remember, you technically right now have a heart out. Okay. Your physical heart is beating and it's open. If you don't like what you see and don't like what you hear, after you get to converse and talk and get to know, you're going to say pointer, pop. And then this is going to come up. And then you're going to hear this. Okay. And that means that the connection just was not established and it's going to pop, pop, pop. Okay. But if you continue to get to know the individual and you're feeling it, as the kids say, you are feeling it, then you're not going to pop. And then over time, I'm going to be like, okay, what do we think? Could this be a real one connection? If you say yes and he says yes, that's a real one connection. I'll
All
even
right.
sponsor the first date. Okay. And that Sizzler salad bar dinner be popping, and that Sizzler, hey, trust me, and they need to sponsor us. They really do. So, Liz, without further delay, are you ready for your first real one?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to pop him in here. He's ready to go. He's been patient. And here, let's do it. Hello there, kind sir.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing? Thank you for tapping in.
Hi.
Hi, Liz. How are you?
Good, good, good. Can I ask one question before we get started here?
Sure.
Do you own a car?
I do.
Okay, okay. Because the last two guys I kind of went out with, they didn't have a car, and they kind of expected me to go pick them up, and I said no way. So
No, I have a pickup truck.
okay, so that's good. That's a good thing.
Now, kind sir, it's a little hard to hear you. Could you get a little closer to your
Sure.
mic? Just a little, maybe. And we see how handsome you are. We want Liz and all the people watching all over the world. You came fresh, man. You're inspiring me. Beer goals.
How's that? Better?
Yeah, that's definitely better. That's definitely
Yeah.
better. Thank you, kind sir. Now, share your name, your age, and what you do.
My name is Tim. I'm 66 years old. I'm a retired chef, and currently I work as a school bus driver. So
That is
I'm not
fantastic.
bored.
Oh
That
wow.
is fantastic. Wow, but you kind of get to enjoy your summer because you're not doing all the
Oh, summer's
driving.
on. Yeah.
Okay. The wheels on the bus aren't going round right now. Okay. Very good. Wow. Well, we're so happy to have you on. Share with us this. What makes you a real one?
I'm an honest person. I'm a regular guy. I like good food. I like going out. I'm okay staying at home, and I'm pretty active. So
Okay. In what ways do you stay active?
I do a lot of hiking, walking, anything outdoorsy. I'm all for it.
That's beautiful. Okay. Okay. Now, what are you looking for in a real one, Tim?
Someone who's honest, open, somebody who won't ghost you.
What is ghosting? What is ghosting?
Well, lack of communication is
Okay.
what I would say. Is if there's something wrong or something's bothering you, say it. Don't.
I can do that. Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
Straight up.
When people go silent, it just creates all kinds of problems. You
That's
you
very
start
true.
thinking all kinds of things. So
Yeah. Are there any others besides ghosting that you're not going for?
no, I'm pretty open.
Okay. Okay. Now, in that vein, in relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What are things, Tim, that you're not going to tolerate?
I have in the past run into problems with kids that live at home with mom.
Okay, I don't have any kids.
Okay, then you don't have to worry about that.
What are some other ones you have, Tim? Is that one of the primary ones? Babies?
Yeah, that's pretty much the primary one, and somebody who's active. Just can keep up with my lifestyle.
Somebody that can go hiking with you, not stay at the bottom of the trail.
Absolutely. I also swim quite a bit. So
yeah. So that was going to be my next question. What do you like to do for fun?
I have a handicapped son, and together we run. We do races. We run marathons, and we do triathlons and that sort of thing. So
that's beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, he loves to do it. So he just turned 28, and
that's fantastic.
We're going to do it till the wheels fall off.
That's right. That's beautiful. Okay. Well, you got to share a little about you. You've heard already who Liz is. Now it's time for y'all to start interacting, maybe connecting. That's the beauty of this space. So, Liz, you are our real one. Do you have a question for Tim?
So you have a son, right? And he lives with you?
No, he lives in a group home.
He lives where?
In a group home.
Oh, a group home.
Yeah. He needs round the clock care. So divorced, and my ex-wife had passed away, so he lives. I can't take care of him full time.
Right. Oh, okay.
It's behind.
And what was the last reason your girlfriend broke up with you?
To be honest with you, I really don't know.
When did you go out with someone?
I'm sorry?
When did you go out with someone?
Oh, that relationship ended probably 2 years ago. I've had some dates here, but nobody I've connected with yet.
And like, what kind of date would you, if I said, yeah, let's go out, What kind of date would it be?
I'm a let's get to know each other kind of person. So I have a hard time going to dinner with somebody and trying to have a conversation while you're trying to eat dinner. It's a little awkward. So I do like to go get a cup of coffee. I don't drink, so I have no problem with going for a drink, but just know that alcohol is not my thing. And go for a walk somewhere out in nature, walk on the beach, that sort of thing.
So you live by the beach, or
Yes.
where do you live?
Well, I live in New Jersey.
You live where?
I do
In New
live
Jersey?
in New Jersey. So
In New Jersey? Way
Yeah.
out east?
might be a little far.
Really?
Liz, is that gonna what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna pop. I gotta
You're gonna
pop.
pop? You're gonna pop?
How can we have a relationship if he lives in New Jersey? He's gonna walk over to my house.
Liz, now in studio, Liz, you were popping over like a 45-minute drive. So I thought that maybe if it was that far, you could pace yourself and get to know each other. And no. Wow. Okay. Wow. And I got
Pop it again.
the comments are going crazy. Tim is a handsome man. He's friendly. He's got a lot going.
Hey, you know what? If he lived 20 miles from me, I'd be saying, yeah, let's go out together. But he's living in New Jersey. That's a 3-hour difference. Because it's what, 6:30 now here. It's 9:30. He's probably thinking I'm getting ready to go to bed. And I'm thinking, hey, let's go take a walk or something.
He's ready to walk. He likes to stay
A little
active.
karaoke.
Little karaoke.
That's going to happen in about, after I get done with you, that's what's going to happen.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, the heart has been broken. I did my best. But Liz, tell me this. Is he someone that's your type?
Yes, he is. I mean, I like that he's still physically active. And I like taking walks every day too. So I would, go on hikes with him also. But, I'm not going to hike all the way to New Jersey. It ain't going to happen. You going to hike over to California?
Actually, I'll be there in a couple of weeks.
Look at that, Liz.
But you didn't tell me that part. How long are you going to stay in California?
Well, it all depends, Liz.
Hey, give him my phone number, John, and when he gets to California, have him call me.
Liz, you pop once the heart is broken. Once the heart is no, just because I love real ones so much. But let me ask Tim. Tim, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, she's outgoing. She seems like a lot of fun. Somebody, yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow.
It was very nice of you to say.
Wow. Okay. Well, Tim, I told you your Instagram name is your username. Is that correct? That you entered?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. So dad to 3 fries. Now, Liz, maybe cover your ears, but ladies all over, if you like Tim, if you appreciate how he has presented himself, I've had him put his IG for a reason. You can slide in his DMs if he's open to that. And, because if he's wooking Panub in the right places, which is on a real one, then, I want to make sure he gets a real one, So we appreciate it. And at least it's new, Liz. At least it's New Jersey, not Old Jersey, not East Jersey.
Yeah, so I'm at the beach, the Jersey Shore. There's nothing like it. Bruce Springsteen and everything.
Thank you, Jersey girl. Sha la 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 la. Yeah, all that stuff. Anyway, Tim, we appreciate you. I don't want to hold you. I tried to get you a real one, but we may have you back, Tim, when we have someone who's more comfortable with a 3,000-mile distance relationship.
That's great.
You're the
Thank
best.
you so much.
Thank you, Tim.
All
we'll
right.
see you again. Thank you.
Great.
All righty. All right.